Hello everyone and welcome to Channel 18 News. I'm Don Julian. In the news, the side of a brick building on West Main Street in Cumbie collapsed on Wednesday. It was scheduled to be torn down on Thursday. The building next to the city park has continued to deteriorate over the years. During some high winds on Wednesday, one wall of the building collapsed, according to Hopkins County Fire Chief Andy Inslee. Cumbie and Hopkins County firefighters were dispatched at 10:07 a.m. Wednesday to the location to ensure that all utilities in the building were disconnected. Cumbie police secured the building to make sure that no one could enter. The building owner contracted with someone to have the building torn down on Thursday. A 41-year-old Fort Worth man was sentenced Wednesday in 8th District Court to 18 months in a state jail for a 2019 theft of a trailer from a Sulphur Springs apartment complex. The man was stopped on State Highway 11 by DPS troopers on March 27th last year for not having brake or trailer lights. When asked by a trooper why the vehicle he was driving did not have a front license plate, the man allegedly told the trooper he took possession of the trailer from another man so that he could work on it, but he added he had no knowledge of the trailer's contents, nor did he have a key to open it. The man also could not provide papers showing registration info or proof of ownership for the trailer. The man and a passenger also gave conflicting stories concerning where they got the trailer. The passenger said it came from behind an abandoned apartment complex near I-30. Sulphur Springs Police Department checked out the passenger's story and contacted the apartment complex owner, who said that trailer belonged to them. The owner also said the trailer contained $15,000 to $20,000 worth of tools and some remodeling materials. The man was arrested, and Rusty Allen Fisher was sentenced to that 18 months in a state jail on Wednesday in 8th District Court. The Saltillo High School one-act play, The New Margot, written by Stephen Gregg, advanced to by-district from recent District 24A competition, and two actors from Saltillo made the all-star cast, Bianca Castro and also Gracie Hodges, and Ophelia Cabrera was also named Honorable Mention All-Star Cast. By-district competition for the Saltillo play will be taking place on March 24th at the Sulphur Springs High School Auditorium. In sports, the Wildcats golf team played at a Dallas Jesuit-sponsored tournament on Monday at Brookhaven Masters Country Club in Dallas. It was the third tournament of the year for the Wildcats, and we get more information from Wildcats golf coach Jeremy DeLorge.
It was tough conditions. Wind was howling big time out there, and the course layout is pretty tight. Got houses and trees all over the place. Got bunkers guarding the greens. Greens are built up, so if you miss it just a little bit, it can be rolling off. The greens were rolling very quick, and they're rolling good, but very quick. So with the wind pushing the ball on the greens too, it made it difficult putting-wise. A course that the guys have hardly ever seen. A couple of them have played a couple of like TJGT tournaments, things like that, but most of the guys have never seen it before. So there are some things that kind of snuck up on them, but again, the short game really tricked him up. Didn't have as good of a finish in production outing that we wanted to, but one of our players, Kip Childress, shot 81, finished tied for 9th out of like 100, a little over 100 kids. So it was a good outing for him. The other ones kind of had some difficulty getting around, but all in all, pretty productive day.
All right. And what's coming up next for you now?
Next is going to be Monday, hopefully, depending on weather. We have a tournament at Dallas Athletic Club, so another Dallas course. All of our tournaments right now is mainly just getting them ready for those difficult greens to read. We do plan on getting out of district and going to regionals over at Rockwall Golf Athletic Club, and whenever we go there, it's going to be the same type of greens. It's just that Dallas kind of setup where they have the greens built up, rolling really quick, very undulated, hilly. So they just got to get used to those kind of greens. But that's what all these tournaments are placed for, is to get them ready for that.
The Lady Cats golf team showed improvement at a Monday tournament at Brookhaven Masters Country Club in Dallas. More from Lady Cats golf coach Whitney Spigner.
We did pretty good. We've made a lot of strides to drop some scores. It was a pretty large tournament. There were 22 total just girls teams and 100, I think it was 115 just girls. And we had 3 different courses going. There were over 300 and something players total. So it was a big event. Lots of Dallas schools, lots of private schools were there. Out of the 22 teams, I mean, we placed, I think it was 18th. And for us right now, competing over there, that is not a bad finish. We had a team total, I think it was around the 420s. That's a significant improvement. A lot of our girls did shave 8 to 10 strokes from the last tournament. We had Michaela Pullen, our number 5. She shot a 128. That last tournament, she shot a 141. So it was a significant improvement. Macaulay Metter, one of our freshmen, she shot a 120. That was also an improvement. She was real excited to hopefully break 120. She was real close, but towards the end, the wind was brutal. It was so brutal that day. Charlie Potts, one of our seniors, she shot a 128. Wasn't her best round. She was kind of struggling that day. Senior Addison White shot a 108. She was very close at one point to breaking 100, and she's done that one time before in a tournament setting, and that's one of her goals, is to break 100 consistently. And I think we're going to get there, hopefully by district. And then Miriam Tran, she shot a 78. It was okay. She could have done a lot better. Short game wasn't where it needed to be that day, but she was striking the ball well, and that ended up in a 5th place finish out of 115 players. So that was a really good finish for us, and we're making good strides into lowering our scores and getting better. And that kind of has to do with finally getting to practice a little bit more with the weather.
And what's next now for you?
What's next is going to be at the Tempest in Gladewater. That one is going to be more geared towards our district opponents. We have a huge field there too. It's going to have all of our district opponents for this year, as well as, now that we have the realignment, all of our next year district opponents are going to be there as well.
Wow.
And this course, the Tempest, is where we're going to play district and regionals at next year. So it's a good tournament to go to, kind of see for next year how it's going to be, and we're excited to go there. It's a beautiful course, piney woods, and they've got it in tip-top shape over there.
6 Lady Cats basketball players made the District 15 5A All-District basketball team, recently selected by the district's coaches. Making first-team All-District were freshman Kinsey Willis and sophomore Hannah Cordell. Selected second-team All-District were junior Nyla Lindley and senior Kate Womack. And Lady Cat honorable mention All-District selections were freshman Addison Wall and also junior Breasia Ivory. And that's Channel 18 News. I'm Don Julian. Thank you for watching, and so long, everybody.